In 1862, the year Billy Barker first struck gold on Williams Creek, many prospectors and miners had to carry large amounts of food with them from Victoria to the Cariboo Goldfields in order to survive the long and harrowing journey. Roadhouse restaurants were not common until the completion of the Cariboo Wagon Road in 1865, so vital nourishment had to be packed carefully for travel. Carrying fully stocked packboards was heavy work, so compacted, dried vegetables were an important staple. Vegetables were cleaned, peeled, sliced, and steamed before being dried in kilns and mixed to proper proportions. Popular vegetables and herbs included potatoes, carrots, cabbage, turnips, onions, leeks, celery, parsley, and parsnips. The vegetables were then compressed to 1/8 of their original bulk in square slabs an inch thick and divided evenly into 1-ounce rations. Flour was a valuable commodity in the early days of the Cariboo Gold Rush and was traditionally shipped in barrels before being transferred into 25-pound sacks for easier transport to the goldfields. Salmon was a major source of fatty acids and oils. Gold seekers learned to bury salmon eggs in the ground in birch bark baskets over the winter until spring, when the ground thawed. These eggs were then served with dry berries for sweetening. Dried salmon was something stored in underground caches or pits. The caches were dug within dome-shaped structures and lined with grass and pine needles. Dried salmon could also be stored on raised wooden platforms or in trees to allow wind to circulate around the fish for more efficient drying. Still, there was an urgent need for beef. The cost of driving cattle from Texas overland to the British Columbia interior was tremendous, but steadily increasing numbers of gold seekers making their way to Cariboo meant increased profits for packers and drovers, or cowboys as we call them today. 6,000 cattle crossed the border in 1861, but that still wasn't enough to satisfy the goldfields. By 1862, the need for American meat in the Cariboo mines had become so urgent that the government encouraged the import of up to 3,000 live cattle duty-free. After the completion of the Cariboo Wagon Road in 1865, however, things got a bit easier. Roadhouses, restaurants, saloons, and boarding houses cropped up in towns and cities along the wagon road and prided themselves on providing locals and travelers alike with nutritious food and drink, both imported and locally sourced, at relatively reasonable prices. Today, Barkerville Historic Town Park has 4 full-service dining establishments that evoke culinary memories of post-wagon road life in the goldfields, including the Wake Up Jake Restaurant and Coffee Saloon, the Goldfield Bakery, the House Hotel Saloon, and the Lung Duck Tong Chinese Restaurant.